Oh no, 5-2.
If you hear that Chelsea is pushing for 2 strikers, and out of these 2, who will you pick? And give me your reason. If you hear that Chelsea are serious in going for striker like Osimhen and Gyökeres, they are going for the 2, but they will sign only one. Like based on speculation, and the 2 of them where they don't shortlist out of all the strikers. Who are you going to pick out of these 2?
Omo, Jesus.
Victor Gyökeres, one of the highest goal scorers. I think he's the highest goal scorer this season in the whole of Europe.
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. So you cannot overlook that. Well, nevertheless, I'm picking Victor Osimhen because of I think he's a complete striker.
Gyökeres is not a complete striker.
Well, I think one of the issues of Gyökeres I'm having is just that ability to win area duels and area balls, and then presence in the
opposition box.
The box, yes. So I'm not saying that he's not a good striker. He's obviously a fantastic player for him to get to this level. But if I'm picking all around a complete striker, leaving aside the goals and the contributions this season, I think Osimhen is more complete.
Are you picking Osimhen because he's
a Nigerian?
Every day, person go they ask me this thing.
Oh yeah, okay. Ma ask you this one. How many times have you watched Gyökeres?
I think I've watched him quite a lot of times this season. I've watched Sporting Lisbon, some good Sporting Lisbon game, at least 7 to 8 of them. And yes, I can pick out some good things out of his game. But if I'm comparing what Gyökeres has, Osimhen matches all of that. Is it pace? Is it shot power? But then I picked Osimhen because I feel like there are some of the things Osimhen has over Victor Gyökeres. However, I am not disputing the fact that Gyökeres has played in England before, and he might have an edge over Osimhen concerning that. But then it's just my personal choice. I pick Victor Osimhen.
Picking any of these strikers, it will be a bit like hard because the 2 of them, they are good and complete strikers. To say Gyökeres has been such a brilliant striker, like following his goals record. One thing about a striker that we must not neglect is that.
So which one are you picking?
No, make I feel like after they talk, that they are go get my choice because guy, the 2 of them good. Now if I'm saying I'm picking Osimhen, some people might say now because of saying a Nigerian, especially the white audience, they might say you are picking Osimhen because he's a Nigerian, African, all those stuffs and the rest of it. But looking at Gyökeres, he's good. We are not doubting that. But Osimhen, why I will pick Osimhen over him? Number one, the height. You know, as a striker, height is a very good advantage. Working very well. Osimhen is very good with the head, also good with the leg. His leg is long.
Like, stamina, body control.
Yes.
Ball control and everything.
I feel that he'll be more intimidating than Gyökeres. He'll be more intimidating than him. The 2 of them, they are good, but I will still go with Osimhen. The 2 of them are good. Yes, Gyökeres still remains the top goal scorer in Europe this season. Yes, but I will still go with Osimhen. Since Osimhen is still clinical, because one important factor of his striker that we must not neglect is being very clinical. Let's say Osimhen has all those qualities, but yet he's not clinical. That's when I would have said, okay, I will go with Gyökeres. But Osimhen is also clinical. He doesn't miss chances like that. So I will go with Osimhen also. I will go with Osimhen.
Dave, you said that Osimhen is a complete striker. Is it that Gyökeres is not a complete striker?
Well, I've given my instances and I've given some of the things that Osimhen has ahead of him. Just like Gift said, he has the height, and we need one of the problems of Chelsea, even last season and this season, is when we put the cross inside the box, we have no one to hit the ball in the net. And this is one of the issues that Chelsea has had. And in a player like Osimhen, I think he covers that area very, very well. And I also talked about presence in the box. You know, Manchester City used Haaland very well in that aspect. When Haaland is in the box, everybody is constantly afraid. And then he just gives a chance. That's why I said Imagine Osimhen playing with a player like Palmer. I'm not casting it on stone. There's no guarantee that it will work. But I see it working because it gives more room for Palmer. Right now, Palmer is one of the most marked player in Chelsea.
Yeah.
But imagine you bringing a player like Osimhen
To pair with him.
Then you still have some kind of dangerous wingers. You cannot mark everybody.
Guy.
There is no way the other
Who you want
player
to
will not find space to hurt you. You see? So Jackson has not been all of that this season. As a matter of fact, people feel like, if Jackson gets the ball, we can he's going to miss it. So nobody's really marking him that much, like Kopama. But when you bring in somebody like Osimhen, there's no way you can let Osimhen be. There's no way you can let Osimhen be. And then it gives the other player space. That is a contribution on his own. People don't know. Yes, the work of a striker is to score goals. But if you as a striker can draw your defenders can draw defenders towards your side and give you room for your other players to thrive, to perform and do what they want to do, that's a contribution.
And let me come in from there. And that statistics is what exactly helped PSG. Now, PSG playing with any team, the team believes that holding Dembele is holding the team entirely. Not knowing that aside from Dembele, aside from holding more of Dembele, there are some other dangerous players. Even though they are underrated, but they are very good. Now, once you are holding Dembele, you are giving chances to those other players to explore. And that is what helps them to skate through. Now, having the presence of Osimhen in the team, having Palmer. Now, most teams that will play will want to hold more of Osimhen and Palmer. But forgetting that we are having a very good winger who can take the shot from outside, which is Estevao Willian from there. And the team will really explore with this set of players. Chelsea will go for next season. I'm very sure that we might probably win the league.
Make I no talk.
We might you just switch me now. You mentioned Estevao Williams. Talking about Estevao Williams. Do you see Estevao as a very big threat to the right wingers you have right now?
God.
Do I see? If nobody is seeing it, that means you are blind. It's obvious you are blind. Yes, the only thing people will have against this talk is making confess.
Yes. No talk.
You understand? But watching what this boy is doing there in Brazil, let's not forget that South American League is not an easy league.
Yes.
They are brutal.
Very brutal football.
Very brutal.
And
that's
honestly, what I was concerned about when it comes to Estevao Willians was just that physicality. I wanted him to build more of his body. But already
his physicality is
see, that was when I now got it wrong.
Physicality is not there.
Yama gets strength. No,
he gets strength, but
small strength.
Embodying the intimidate person.
That brings me to what I was talking to Gift off studio this morning. I was like, will Estevao Willian compete with Lamine Yamal when he comes in Europe? But that's another talk for another day.
No.
Yeah.
We've entered that talk now.
Plenty controversy go there.
But do you see Estevao as that threat?
Obviously.
To Pedro Neto.
Obviously.
Non-Imaginary.
Obviously.
Even Kopama.
Of course.
Irrespective of the fact that we are using Palmer as a 10. Estevao can also navigate as a 10.
If the coach or whoever that will be in charge will not be sentimental, if a time comes where Williams needs to play that 10, I think he has the ability to bench Palmer. That
is if we have a good winger.
No, I'm telling you, if an opportunity comes, if they will not be sentimental, because Maresca can say, this game, I prefer Estevao to play as a 10. Palmer, go and rest. How would, especially our English counterparts, our English audience, how would they take it? You understand?
Palmer has a presence. Palmer is just like the presence of the entire team. No. Especially when we are playing our English league.
I won't say that. I won't say that this season.
Palmer has a presence for Chelsea. Like he has this type of. No. He has a presence there.
It's true, but you saying that he's the presence of the entire team.
Okay, yes. I take the correction.
Pull him out from there.
I take a correction. But he has a major presence in the team. And benching Palmer Palmer not done improve. Let's give him now to the beginning of next season. You're not expecting him to reduce his form. Instead, you're expecting him to increase his form. And if Palmer increases his form from his current form now, and he increases like 10 times ahead, guy.
What do you think is in Palmer's game that is lacking?
It's just clinicality.
Palmer is clean.
You mean Palmer is not clinical?
I mean, it's goals. Currently.
No, you know,
Palmer is clinical.
Palmer is a very good finisher. No, let's not even go there. For me, I feel like he's, I think fast, being fast in making some certain decisions.
Yeah, yes.
You understand?
Fast, yes.
And Premier League, yes, he's already doing well in the Premier League, but Premier League still needs that pace. Estevao Willian has that. He has that with the way he dribbles. He's fast dribble, and then he can take shots from outside the box, like crazy shots.
So what
Palmer does not take shots outside the box.
So what you are saying is that the right winger should get ready.
Already they should just prepare their mind, because what that boy is coming to do.
It's normal. A talent is a talent. You should accept that. A talent is a talent. He is good. He is good. I think he's even one of the best, if not he's the best player in the Brazilian league. Yeah.
Of course.
So having that kind of player coming around, seeing his talent, his moves, shot that guy they shoot.
Or go ball. No, just a good ball.
If we get a very good striker, having a striker like Osimhen or Gyökeres,
or even Jackson.
Yes. Yeah, if he improves.
No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I don't have any issues with Jackson. If he can be clinical, and Jackson, this is attitude of falling. You don't even have stamina with your ball. Always making, most times Jackson does not trap his ball very well. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
So how do you think you can manage such a striker in the presence of those wingers?
Well, your question is, let me not use the word irrelevant, because at the end of the day, that is why Chelsea is going for another striker. A striker to bench.
It's because of what he was saying.
Nico.
Yeah.
We'll be coming back.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. I remain your humble boy, Peters.
My name is Big D.
And my name is Gifto.